Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm taking you to a short walk around the little Maldivian resort called Lily Beach Resort and Spa. It's in the south part. That means you are like 30 minutes from the international airport of Maldives. And you arrive usually by water plane. You can see behind me the beach with a lot of people, white sand, all the things you know from the Maldives. You can see palm trees, you can see the ocean, blue water. Yeah, so typical Maldivian island feeling here. What I like a lot about this resort is that you have a all-inclusive plan. That's something that's unusual for a resort on the Maldives, because usually you pay a lot of money just to come here, then you pay a lot of money for your stay, and then you have to add food, because most probably you would like to eat something, you would like to drink something, have a sundana, a cocktail, something like that. So the good thing about this resort is that you have some sort of all-inclusive premium plan that includes everything. And if I say everything, I mean everything. Even the champagne is like bottomless, free refills, as many as you want. It's all in there, you name it, you can have everything. Even cigarettes are included. So that's a very good thing, especially if you travel with children, because that's another thing about the resort. You have to know it is a family-friendly resort. As you can see, the beach is quite empty, even though the resort is kind of fully booked, 85%. Still, there are no kids around, because usually the kids are in the kids area. There's a special pool for them. There's also a very Instagrammable pool that's adults only. Oh, there's a bed. There are beds flying. Can you see them? Yeah, so as you can see, there's nature everywhere. So yeah, it's a kid-friendly resort. So for me personally, that means I would not come here to have my wedding here or to have my honeymoon here. Kids are okay, kids are great, but if I spend around 6,000 euros for 1 week, I prefer to have it just, without kids and without screaming and yelling, because of course kids want to have their fun if they're on holidays. So I don't have a problem with that. I just prefer to stay in adults only hotels if I'm without kids. So you have to keep that in mind if you consider looking here. So you get great value for what you're paying. I have to say that's just incredible. Okay, so we will continue our short walk now that you've seen the beach. We will continue to maybe the outside area. I mean, the villas are the beach villas are nice. They're super cool. They have a shower outside and they have a jacuzzi outside. You have champagne in your room. You have a coffee maker. Everything's great. That's fine. You don't have on the very basic villa plan. You don't have your you don't have a private pool. So I think you should know that as well. But on the other hand, from my bed to the beach, it's like, I don't know. Wait, let me count the steps. It's about, 20 steps or something like that. So you don't really need your own pool. The villas are kind of close to each other, so just keep that in mind as well. You can choose from villas that have more privacy, that are bigger. Some of them even do have their own pools. You can also sleep in one of those water villas. Me personally, I'm not a fan of water villas. I don't know why. I just prefer to have to have sand between my toes and to be able to just get out of the room and just do things. If you're staying in a water villa, you get out of your room and first you have to, find the restaurant and walk to the beach, things like that. So yeah, that's about that. I don't want to show you my room because it's really messy in there. I've already spent 2 nights here, so we are not going there, but I will post a part where I filmed the room before I used it. So we might just, you know, insert that as well. Okay, so I'm taking you to another spot on the island. Okay, so now I'm taking you to one of the restaurants, to public areas. There's a nice little path leading to all of those areas. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why my face looks like it's sunburned, the reason for that is it is sunburned because we went snorkeling today. We snorkeled with a whale shark. That's actually something to point out because this region is one of the few regions in the world, or on the Maldives, where you can actually see whale sharks, and the chances are pretty high that you are able to swim with them. So keep that in mind when it comes to choosing the island where you would like to stay. By the way, it's not only my face that's fully burned, it's also part of my neck. But the good thing is you get they do provide sunscreen, and they provide some sort of sunburn lotion, so that's great. What else? Yeah, the people here, the people who are working here. CEO is Austrian. We had the chance to talk to him. He is a CEO. He's a nice guy, you know. The people you are most likely to meet is not the CEO if you're here. It's, you know, waiters, people who are taking care of your room. And I have to say I love all of them because on our first morning we went for snorkeling and I had my GoPro with me, and I realized when I hit the button and was about to get into the water, I realized that there was no SD card in it. So the screen read no SD card. So I was a little bit disappointed, and I was a little bit, you know, just sad because it's some sort of once in a lifetime chance. You're swimming here and you're snorkeling with whale sharks and things like that, and then you don't have an SD card in your GoPro. I mean, that's the dumbest thing you can do, right? And it's not like I'm traveling for the first time, so you know that. And the other people in my group were really nice, and they were telling me, yeah, just ask if there's a shop, because there has to be a shop, and we're sure they are selling SD cards and things like that. So I went to the shop and I asked the waiter there, if not the waiter, the person who's working there, if they do have SD cards, and he was like, yeah, we do have SD cards. Which one do you need? And I said, well, I need a micro SD. And then he was in front of all the SD cards, and he looked at me and he was really sad, and he was like, I'm sorry, we don't have micro SD cards right now, so we are out of them. And as you can imagine, I was a little bit disappointed. And then he said, but you can have mine. And I mean, how touching is that? Seriously, that's the nicest thing that ever happened to me. And when I opened my camera, when I tried to insert his SD card, I realized that mine was in there, but I just didn't push it all the way down, so the camera didn't notice that there's actually an SD card in there anyway. So I did not have to use the nice guy's SD card. I could use mine, and I have actually amazing footage of swimming with a whale and of swimming with a turtle, and of course of the reef and things like that. So yeah, that was really nice. Behind me you can see the buffet restaurant. We had seafood dinner yesterday. They kind of serve everything here, so you can have, it's usually Italian, or most of the food you get here is Italian. So it's pizza, it's pasta, but you also get sushi. You even get sushi for breakfast, so here's where breakfast takes place as well. And what I love about it is the floor. Can you see it? It's sand. It's, just sand. So I'm walking barefooted. What's the right word? I don't know. Stepping outside. You can sit outside as well. And as you can imagine, having your breakfast here with the ocean view is just beautiful. It's tremendously gorgeous. Okay, did I already tell you about the weddings? You can get wed here. You can even do it on short notice. That's funny. They have you know, they have everything you need for a nice wedding. So they have candles, they have music, they have somebody who's doing the celebration, they have some sort of MC, and everything is being taken care of. You have very romantic spots throughout the island, and you can even rent your bridal dress here and a tuxedo. Of course, they don't have only one. You can also buy it. You can buy engagement rings here, so they are really prepared for that. So if you feel like it, you know, if you feel like jumping on that whole husband and wife boat, this is for sure a great opportunity to do so. Okay, so we are proceeding to one of my favorite spots. It's a restaurant called Aqua, and the reason why I love it that much is not because it's a restaurant. I love it because that's the place where the adult only pool is at. So I'm taking you guys there. Okay, as you can see in the background, there's a beautiful pool. There's actually nobody in there. I have to be fast because I'm, as usual, not wearing shoes, so it's a little bit hot on the floor. So you can see the pool. You're getting the gist of it, I guess. So it's really beautiful. It's like, I would say beyond infinity. It's infinity taken to the next level. You have basically all the Indian Ocean right in front of your doorstep. So I really love that. And it's very quiet here. It's an adult only area, and yeah, that's one of my favorite spots here. And it's Instagram perfect. It's Insta gold. You can take thousands of beautiful images. So that was that. Let me say one more thing about the food and the all-inclusive plan. Everything you get here is premium quality. So no matter if it's champagne or if it's, you know, they bring a salmon from France, they have everything you can imagine, basically. You have to keep in mind it's an island, so it's a lot of hassle to bring everything here, all the ingredients, tenderloin steak, you can eat Argentinian meat, everything you can imagine, seafood, freshest. I mean, of course, that's mostly directly from around here, but everything else, mangoes. We heard that they import about 4 tons of mangoes, that's 4,000 kilos a week. So isn't that crazy? I'm also sorry if I'm always looking not really into the camera. The setup is a little bit different than usually, so I'm confused, as you can tell. Okay, so that was everything about the food. Of course, they cater to all special requests, be it gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, or, you know, diet food. Everything you can imagine. Of course, they do have special food for kids, things kids are supposed to like, so they've got you covered, basically, no matter what you would like to eat. One thing about the snorkeling. I've been to the Maldives. It's not my first time here at the Maldives. I've been here before. I've been snorkeling in Mauritius. I've been snorkeling even in the Great Barrier Reef. The thing is, yeah, coral bleaching and climate change is a thing. So the reef here, they do have very nice coral garden in front of the island. So you have corals and a lot of fish in front of the doorstep, basically. But the thing is, the corals are not colorful. They are bleached. They are not really dead. That's a misconception, but they are also not that colorful. They are not what you would expect them to look like. Great Barrier Reef was a little bit more colorful, but even there you can see that damage has been done. Here it's a little bit more visible, that it's not exactly like all those pictures you usually see when it comes to snorkeling, corals, diving, things like that. But however, you do have a great variety of different fish in all colors, in all sizes. You get manta rays, you get reef sharks, you have turtles, as I mentioned, you have those fish that look like breadsticks. I don't know the name, I'm quite sure they are not called breadstick fish. You have those little chubby fish that are really colorful. I think they're called something like parrot fish, I don't know. I'm talking about the ones that eat and poop at the same time. I know that sounds like something very great to at least one of my friends, but yeah, that's what they do. They eat and poop at the same time. On top of it, you get whale sharks, turtles, and yeah, all the marine life you can think of. So I keep on walking around here. Maybe I'll show you the whole lobby shebang. There are shops as well. I had to buy a sun protection shirt because I was not prepared to how strong the sun is here. I mean, it's March. Oh, something I should tell you is the perfect time to come to the Maldives, because that's another misperception. People always ask, so when is the perfect time to come to the Maldives? And the thing is, you can come, you can see the shops behind me. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself. So you can come to the Maldives during the whole year. So there is not really a rainy season. There is, however, a time where it's more likely to rain, but you don't have to really count it in. It's quite stable. If it rains, and we had that on, I think, Monday, people are not even phased enough to get off their, seats. So they just keep on eating, even though some small raindrops are falling around them. They just ignore it because they know 5 minutes later it's all sunshine and humidity again. So that's what it is. So you can come whenever you want. There is a difference when it comes to the price, and that's due to holidays in different countries, school holidays mainly. So you probably the best thing is to check it out, like, did I grow a pimple? The best thing is to just look into the rates and look into the dates you would like to come and decide based on that. So you don't have to consider the weather all too much. Okay, so here behind me you can see some of the bigger villas. They have direct access to the beach, so they don't have, like, they do have their own beach. Every villa has their own beach. The resort is about 25 years old. They had a huge renovation, I think it was 2 years ago. I mean, I'm sure that it was not long ago. They had a huge renovation. They are still renovating some of the villas. It's that the spa is new. They do have Balinese people working in the spa. You can feel that. The hospitality is just great. Here behind me, that looks like employees or staff members are enjoying a little bit of free time. They are actually doing sports outside. That's something I couldn't do because, as you can see, I'm already sweaty just because I'm walking around and talking to you. So maybe you want to say hi to them? They have to work for, like, we learned that they work for around, they work usually 6 days a week and have only 1 day off. because they are somehow saving up spare time and are allowed to go home for a few weeks on a row. Which makes a lot of sense because we are on an island and, you know, there's not really much to do. Rather work and then go home, enjoy some time with your families. The employees are really, really loyal. Some of them are working here for they have been working from the beginning for this resort for like 19, 20 years. They are still here. They do know returning clients by their names. They know what they prefer, which drinks they prefer. So as you can imagine, that's just great. You come here and you feel like family. Now we are approaching the area where there are a little bit more kids, because on that pool you have kids as well. Hello. It's a restaurant called Vibes. You have entertainment here in the evenings. There's live music playing. The kids area is not far away. They do have a pool for kids. I will show you the pool for kids. But even though, you know, there are kids, but you can't really see them. They are always doing something, which is nice. So, okay. As you can see, it's a very pretty lobby. Behind me is the pool, a little splash area for the kids. Oh, over there is Joseph. Joseph is one of the waiters that do know that I'm vegetarian, and he's always bringing me special food, and he has always something for me to say I love Joseph. There's a wedding going on. I don't know if you can see it. The happy couple just got married. Isn't it beautiful? It's so lovely. They have a cake, they have everything. Oh my god. They have a baby. I hope that was the most beautiful day in their life. There is something they do that's very special. They sell you little bags of palm tree seeds. So you can buy palm tree seeds and plant them, and then you add a little heart-shaped piece of wood which is engraved with whatever you would like to have on it. It costs $50, and you know, I'm not cheesy enough to do that yet, but I'll show you how it looks like. So it looks like that. Is it in focus? Somehow. Well, you get the idea. That's what it looks like. And they're all over the island, and we were kidding and joking and asking ourselves if more than 50% of the people who bought palm tree seeds are still together and happily in love. We don't know that. I don't think so, because, you know, the bigger the wedding, the shorter the marriage. That's at least what I was able to witness in my friends who got married, who got big weddings. Okay, so I think I told you everything about the island, at least everything I know. You got my opinion. I feel like you should definitely check it out and maybe book a stay here. And if you come here, make sure to send me at least one picture on Instagram or on my social media, or leave me a note. By the way, if you enjoyed that video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, to hit the bell button to get regular notifications every time I post a video. Right now, my posting schedule is I post every time I feel like it, which is, you know, not that often, but girl got things to do. So yeah, I hope I'll see you again. Tomorrow I'm going to check out another hotel for you. It's called Hideaway, and it's close by, I think. So stay tuned. Bye.